gonna be playing 2v2. I'm gonna be playing against my cousin. His name is So, no, actually, 1v1. So, I'm gonna play against him. I'm a still shirt if you guys want to. And I'm gonna be using Golden.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna be using my cousin you already used the
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, mad time when you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football.
I have to do something, just let you guys know I like to have my kick. Pretty much the first one. My boy Saquon Barkley, too good. He's really good. So let's get this started. This is my wide receivers, my quarterback, running back, half fullback.
Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the Atlanta Falcons taking on a second NFC team, the New York Football Giants. This is taken at the 3. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was. Into his end zone. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Gosh, for such a rare play, kind of unbelievable how many Super Bowls recently have begun with a safety. Tries you had Tom Brady getting called for grounding against the Giants in Super Bowl 46.
Peyton Manning with the snap over his head in Super Bowl 48.
Yep, and now here's this one. Fielded at the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. These two teams also met last year, and the Giants were on the losing end of that one, part of a 5-11 campaign. Of course, that was on the heels of the 3-13 season. And the 24 losses in that 2-year span, most in franchise history. Of course, worth noting that 3 years ago they did win 11 games and make the playoffs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
17 yards and a Giant first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
Especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Ryan eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, break. Check my 45. I know you ain't got it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. pass is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Are you watching my YouTube channel?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Please don't.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We're closing in on halftime, and that's Julio's first catch of the game. That's got to be a surprise for not just us, but even the defense, who's done a heck of a job taking him away from the Falcons.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Somebody keep on watching. Take your play, take your play.
Delay of game, offense.
Okay.
That penalty is declined.
Pick your play. Pick your play.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Heavy, heavy, got heavy. I got 87, that's me, boy. Hey, here we go.
Ryan. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Saquon Barkley deep to return. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It's fielded at the 45. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So we've reached halftime here. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
No, you gotta wait, because I'm doing the kick and pick a play.
Break.
It's Barkley on the counter. Takes us up right near the 45-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Barkley. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Got it. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Rip right. Keep gripping.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
But Mickey playing.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate. 35 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Ryan. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Ryan. Oh, wide open, complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
Golden Tate's gonna go. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Partner, they're up big, They snapped the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Ready. Get ready. Check 55 to Mike.
Pass it to...
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Ryan. Past the 20. Caught by Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Throwing again, Ryan. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Click it once so I can start there.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Pick your play.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it on the end around with Tate. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Well, now they'll try the end around. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
4 down. Hit it. Check 26. Check 26.
Stays on his feet, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It's just me and you.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. Dixon now. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54.
You have 10 seconds to wash your hands. Dry your hands off.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no
I'm
good.
going to take the ball for you. You don't look for it. I'm going to take the ball for you.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down, because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Wait, stop. Goodbye. Matthew Stafford had 158 yards. Jones here had 0 yards, 0 touchdowns. Because all I did was run plays and scrimmage, alright? So Saquon back to score 1, but he takes score 2. Now we have a surprise for you guys. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Let me see the remote.
Let me
see your leg so I could break it. Oh my god.
We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out and kick it tragic.
If it's inspired by somebody,
we gon' let you
just
have it.
pick them,
Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you love my face? People claim that.
Give it up for the Florida Keys. We the best.
He was fighting that case, took so many yells. I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes.
Gordon's jukebox. Make defenses rock.
Stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems. Let me.
Quarterbacks, read this defense. Khalila Mackenberg.
Let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it?
2010 Hall of Fame inductee. It's John Randall.
Now my dreams reality, not going back to.
All right, Dot City, Florida Keys.
Oh, he just froze it. He said, stop touching. Can I get some candy? Please.
All we gotta do is run up.
I wish you would pick the snappers. But it's all good, right? Right.
All right, y'all, here's a trade motif. Everyone's got strengths and weaknesses. Let's see what you got. You're 25, one chance to score, and you gotta go for 2. Florida Keys bringing that heat to the line because they're a hurricane on defense. The first carry now for Melvin Gordon, and he'll push forward here for a nice little gain. That'll be a gain of 5 yards on that last play. Gotta be gunning for the first here. Back to pass on second down. And they won't make the connection there. Incomplete. Dot City comes out with some extra DBs on third. Third down from the gun. He'll find Gordon open right side. Complete. I swear he was going all the way. Melvin Gordon. Now that's tipping the field in your favor. What y'all doing back there, defense? First down on the ground. Dropping him for a loss is Chris Jones. Lost a yard on that first down play. Don't want to start moving backwards in Superstar KO. They'll throw here. Quick hitter is complete. And bam! Stuffed there by Bobby Wack. All right, y'all, give it up for B-Wags. Hopefully y'all can dial something up here that gets you positive yards. Back to pass on third and a mile. Throwing left side, and that's a catch. And he's taken down after a really nice effort. First down, going to the ground. Melvin Gordon going for broke. Defense finally brings him down at the 9. Putting some pressure on that defense down in the red zone. You came to play. Running on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 260. They'll pass on second down. And it pops free. That collision just jarred the ball loose. Running on third and goal. They will lose yardage back to the 11. The Florida Keys ready for this fourth and goal play. Are you ready, defense? Florida Keys running on fourth and goal, and the D comes up huge on fourth. Stuffed him in the backfield. Zero is a great start, but a better ending is 6-0. Go make it happen. Looking to throw on first and 10. He's in more trouble than a kid coloring on the wall, and that'll break his crayon. Hopefully you've got something in that playbook to dig yourself out of this hole. Looks to throw on second down. Look at middle. What a big seam, and he might go all the way. La 30, the edge, and all the way home for a Dot City touchdown. Florida Keys collected supplies to weather the storm.
That's the end of my blog, and I got a new outro, so I made one up. So it's your boy Dula Sham, and he's gonna end the video. And good luck with you guys, whatever you guys do, anytime you play you guys sports. But peace out.